Hello, Paul Pluta channel. Please remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel. I really need the traffic. I really need people to subscribe. I need people to watch my stuff. Also, look in the description for 10 ways you can keep me on YouTube. This may mean sponsoring me on Patreon. It may mean getting a paid review. A paid review. That's right, for a small fee, 20 US, I'll talk about your collection. I'll talk about what I think of it, whether I think it was a mistake, whether I think there's been good. I will tell you what I think. And I'll just give you an honest opinion on your collection, which, you know, that can be a really good thing. Hi Arch, I love the channel. Keep up the good work. I'm 57 and I live in Denver, Colorado. I'll keep this short and simple. I have a small collection that I've built over the past few years. Against the Ponceff advice, I purchased all these new. I have a good relationship with my AD. I bet you do. And was able to get a reasonable discount on the non-shitters. I purchased the shitters elsewhere. I have, in the order purchased, an IWC Mark 17 with ETA 2892A movement. I don't care that it's an ETA movement because I like the fact that the dial is so legible. I can read it without my glasses. I know about glasses. Jesus, you know, as we're getting older, the eyesight goes. A Rolex Submariner no date ceramic. A Rolex GMT Master 2 ceramic, a Tudor North flag with the in-house movement on a strap, and two beaters, a Casio G-Shock, and a Swatch piece of garbage. I wear these when I'm doing something like golfing, bike riding, etc. While the other watches would probably be fine for those activities, no sense in subjecting them to unnecessary shock and possible damage. Yes, don't ever play golf with an automatic watch on. I don't care what sort of watch it is. Even a Richard Mille, don't do it. You will live to regret that. I've enclosed a picture. What do you think of my collection and what would you suggest as a suitable addition? I recently was offered a new ceramic Daytona at the official retail price from the AD. Even though I could have flipped it for a profit, I had some other priorities and passed on the offer. I feel like I need a chronograph, but I am not that keen on the Omega Man on the Moon. I will probably wait for another opportunity for a Daytona from my AD, although it'll probably be another year's wait. I don't work in an environment where I need a dress watch, but I do like the look of the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso in rose gold on a strap. What do you think about buying this from a reputable grey dealer at 50% discount? Please don't use my full name, but my first name and location are fine. Sending you $20 US via PayPal. Thanks a lot, Pete. Pete in Denver, Colorado. Well, Pete, I gotta say, disappointed that you're buying new. That ain't what I want to hear on the Archie Luxury channel. We don't like buying things for new, and then the only benefit of buying new is that we could possibly get a Daytona and then you turned it down. I mean, I'm Peter. Man, what the hell's wrong with you? That's the only way you're going to break even out of this disastrous move to buy things at retail, and you turned it down. Man, come on. Work with me, not against me. So I am a bit angry you've bought things at retail. That's not good. Now let's have a talk here about your collection. Firstly, you've got the IWC Mark 17. I quite like it. I'm late to IWC. I got an IWC Ingenua myself. And I gotta tell you, I really love the watch. Big. You know, IWC is a brand that I took a while to come to. And yeah, a lot of IWCs do use an ETA-based movement. And in fact, my IWC has the 80110 movement, which is actually, the base plate was based on a 7750 base plate. So, you know, I think IWC itself is such a brand that they use ETA movements, and it's not as terminal as you think. It's not as terminal. You know, it really is. I think IWC it's a brand that I'm starting to love. You know, for years I've kind of criticized it and said I've never owned an IWC because they weren't good value, but I enjoy my IWC. I really do. I do like it. So I can understand, and it is so easy to read. Yeah, I got to say, I love, they're big, a lot of them are big sort of models there, and I do quite like that. So yes, that's cool. The IWC Mark 17, that's cool. You know, at the end of the day, it's what you think of it. Don't worry about what other people think. It's what you think of it. You got a Submariner no date ceramic. Yes, I can't fault that. If you're going to buy something new, that is definitely what you should get. Okay, no question of that. The subbies, no date subbies, classic. It's iconic. It's a beautiful watch, and if you're going to pay retail, it's probably not terminal. I mean, I'd rather buy it from Kenny Nguyen just to spite the new market. I just can't go in. You know, when they start kissing your ass, and I just can't stand that sort of shit. They're just pompous. So the Submariner no date ceramic, great buy. Nothing wrong with that at all. You got a Rolex GMT Master 2 ceramic. That's the black. Yeah. Great watch. You know, I kind of like that. Another YouTuber, good friend of mine, Donnie's got the same one, and you know, I like the Batman, but I gotta say, I don't know if I'd pay $600 more for the Batman bezel than the standard black. I think it's quite cool, the black. That's a really nice piece. And you've got the Tudor North flag with the in-house on a strap. Yes, cool. That's I like it. I quite like. Tudors have become. Remember when Tudor was ugly? You know, in the 90s, late 90s, they had some really Hydronauts, and they had some really ugly Tudors. But they've really come full circle, and that's a good idea. Now the shitters should never be in the same photo as the good stuff. So we just, you know, you got a G-Shock and you got a Swatch. Okay, well, they're shitters. Okay, they're shitters. Okay, just don't put those in the same photo. That's what they are. Yeah, fair enough. Yep, golfing and stuff like that. Yeah, sure. Don't use your good stuff for that. So those 4 pieces, that's really cool. And I gotta tell you, man, I gotta tell you, it is so damn hard to get a Daytona. You turned it down. Man, you should have put it on credit card. I mean, seriously. A Daytona, the chance to have a Daytona, man, you should have. That's the only reason you buy that crap at retail. That's the only reason I can see why you would, so that you have a relationship, so you can get a new Daytona for yourself. So yeah, that's what I kind of think there, man. I kind of think you missed the point. It's kind of, I read that and go, oh, that's terrible. Go back to the dealer, tell him you had brain damage at the time, and just beg him to bump you up a bit. Okay, that's what I would do. get the Daytona at retail. That is, you've got to do that, man. You bought that other stuff. That other stuff is what allows you to get the Daytona. Okay, so please go back there and just beg him. Yeah, nothing wrong with buying a Jaeger-LeCoultre from a grey market dealer, of course. That's the only way to buy Jaeger-LeCoultre. You know, I was talking to a Jaeger-LeCoultre guy who's got a Jaeger-LeCoultre deep sea chronograph, the dive watch. And he's saying it's so much better than Rolex. Yeah, but the prices are really, really slaughtered. They are really, really slaughtered. They are just savage. And he won't admit it, but they are. They are really gutted. So, no, you must buy that. You must buy a Reverso. You've got to buy a Jaeger-LeCoultre on the used market, man, because you're just going to be slaughtered. You are going to be slaughtered. And there is absolutely nothing good is going to come of that. So, yeah. So, look, I would say, what you're asking me there, what do you think? You're asking me, you feel you need a chronograph? Yep. I mean, if you bought these second-hand, I'd say, hey, what about a Breguet Type 20? That's a beautiful watch on a leather strap. Beautiful. But, man, you can't buy that from a retail shop. That you'll just be, they're the same price as a Daytona, and they drop like a stone. You don't want to do that. So I'd go back to the dealer and get back on that list for that Daytona. Man, if you've got to borrow a bit, just do it, man. You're 57. You've got to enjoy a few nice things in life. Life's not all about sacrifice and skimping, and you know, you gotta go the full hog sometime. What do I think of your collection? I like it. I'm just feeling a little bit angry. I'm a little bit upset, a little bit disappointed. I lost my mojo when you told me you bought them at retail and you gave up a Daytona chance. Oh my God. Oh my God. That just, oh my God. It's like telling me, I don't know what to say. Just absolutely lost my mojo when I read that. But what do I think of those 4 pieces? I love it. I love the 2 ceramics. Love them. I love the Tudor. Love the IWC. I'm an IWC fanboy now. I've got my own Ingenieur, and I've put it up for sale, but absolutely soft, very, very soft market for IWC. So I'll probably be owning that for a while, but that's okay because I do actually like the IWC. I do like it. I do like it. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, so. I like your collection. I really like it. I think it's beautiful, beautiful collection. You got pieces there that, you know, most people wouldn't get in a lifetime. You've got 2 Rolexes, Tudor, and an IWC. What a great collection! Beautiful collection. That's an achievement. You've done well. You've done well. So I would say what I think. I like your collection. Suggest as an addition. Just go back and beg the guy for the Daytona. Beg him. Beg him. Whatever you need to do, just do it, please, man. Please do it. Get the Daytona. Yeah, so the Reverso, I love the Reverso. You got to buy it on the used market. So there you go. That's a very nice, I reckon those 4 pieces, Peter, that's a beautiful collection. How many do you really need? How many do you need? So well done. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3 on the Paul Pluta channel. This has been a paid review for Peter. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, and think about getting your own paid review. $20 US. Come on, guys. Help us out. The Google ads are terrible. And I'll do a good job reviewing your collection. Thank you, and see you later.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece, we adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. and 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.